Welcome to Monday Night Meat and Potatoes, the podcast where three guys with big opinions and even bigger appetites go head-to-head on all things food, movies, sports, and whatever else gets us fired up. We blind taste test the best and worst colas, barbecue sauces, peanut butters, and those weird pickle-flavored snacks you see at the store but never dare to try. We rank them, we review them, and sometimes even surprise ourselves. Because trust us, we did not expect Casey Masterpiece to take the crown. It's not just food. We're talking movies, sports, personal stories, and whatever madness is going on in the world. One thing's for damn sure. We're loud, we're funny, and we're not afraid to tell it like it is. Monday Night Meat and Potatoes. Now, here are your hosts, James, Fridge, and Tommy.
What up, Monday Night Meat and Potatoes? How's it going, everyone?
What's going on?
Life is good.
How you doing, Fridge?
Fridge?
Oh, shit, he didn't show up even though we scheduled this for him. You know, we literally pushed our Nugget review because the self-proclaimed Nugget King wanted to be a part of it, and he's not here. What the fuck?
Fridge.
Oh, I bet you he's not even listening. He's not even supporting us anymore. All right. Anyway, how's everyone's week?
I have no complaints. I kept busy all week.
I had to work late on Thursday to do a new network at a clinic just for it to get canceled. So I pretty much, I didn't work all day, went in and drove, an hour one way just to be told to go home. So that was fun. Anyway, I have a couple questions for you guys to kick off today. I want to start with this.
Okay.
I'm not a drinker anymore.
Okay.
But I can answer this question from when I did drink, or even when the rare occasion occurs that I do drink nowadays. What's your hangover food?
It depends on where I'm located, because
usually in bed.
Well, I'm saying where we're leaving from. So if it is our local dive bar, I stinking love Telways.
Hold on. I think you're misunderstanding. You're thinking drunk food.
Oh.
Hangover food. You wake up the next day feeling like shit, and you're like, I need to eat something or else I'm going to throw up.
I don't get hangovers. So.
You don't drink enough then?
I don't. I really don't.
You don't get hangovers? Never had one?
Never had one.
I've
never had a hangover.
I do get them on occasion, but not very often.
And before I go to bed, if I have drank a lot, it's usually I'll get a Gatorade and take like Excedrin before.
Gatorade.
Oh my God, I haven't heard that in a while.
So you take your head pills before you go to bed?
Yes.
So do I.
I take my head pill before I go to bed, and I'll drink Gatorade before I go to bed, and I have never had a hangover.
I will take like 3 ibuprofen and then go to bed.
Y'all know how bad that is for you, right?
I'm just saying. I woke up groggy.
Alcohol.
Yeah, but you're also making it a lot worse by taking pills with alcohol.
Well,
I generally take my pills with the alcohol.
Yeah, I'm saying it's not.
Tylenol will make your liver worse. Motrin will make your kidneys and stomach worse. Like, Jesus.
Yeah, I understand that, but it's not like I'm shooting up heroin or cocaine with my alcohol. I'm taking
cocaine mixes with alcohol better than Tylenol.
You're probably right.
I wouldn't know.
Not that I know of it. I mean, it makes coca-ethanol, which is like a whole different... never mind. I'm not even going to get into the chemistry talk here. All right, Tommy, the lucky fucker that doesn't get hangovers. Okay, Dad, what's your hangover food?
I don't have one. Whenever I do have a hangover, I don't eat until nighttime as a rule.
So I typically, when I was drinking, I'd wake up and... It depends. Let's see. When I actually get up for the first time. If I'm waking up in the morning, I'm getting the steak, egg, and cheese bagel sandwich from McDonald's and going back to sleep for a couple hours. Also with a large orange juice.
You need that grease.
Yeah. And then for some reason, and it's probably not a good idea, but if it was lunchtime when I'm waking up because it was a big drinking night, it's Thai food. Don't know why. The spicy, greasy Thai food always helped me.
Yeah, I don't tend to eat. I mean, I don't get a hangover very often. I mean, I can party till 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm still up at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning.
I think your partying days are over. I think you're just hole in the wall drinking now.
Well, maybe.
Last time you tried to party was on a beach in Florida and you broke your ankle trying to play basketball with a 20-year-old.
No, it was my retirement party.
You know what?
I was still up early the next day.
I'm going to table this for a second, but the vacation story, we got to talk about the best and worst vacations. Because I got a couple with you, first of all, but yeah.
Definitely.
When it comes to hangovers, though, I've never really gotten the I feel nauseous, I have a headache. It was just always I'm dragging. That's all I ever got, you know. I feel tired, I feel sluggish, but I don't get that traditional movie hangover that everyone talks about.
Yeah,
I don't think I do either. Mine are more, I'm just tired.
We're German and Native American. We're made to drink.
I have Irish in me.
Irish. I wish you would shut up. Oh, never mind. All right. Let's ignore my stupid dad joke. Let's get right into it. I want to know your best and worst vacation stories. Let's start with the best, because the worst is usually funnier. Best vacation story. What was your best trip, best memory, best place you've been,
man.
best thing you've done? I guess, first of all, I mean, what's some interesting places you guys have been? What comes to mind when I say, what's your favorite vacation?
I don't do too big of vacations, but I mean, mine's kind of cheating because my favorite vacation was when I went to California to be on Deal or No Deal. So, I mean, that's kind of a cheat because that was a paid-for vacation. I was put up in a nice hotel. I was on TV. I mean, if you consider that a vacation. Another one was I was being out to be a contestant on Biggest Loser, so I was put up in the Four Seasons. Once again, everything was paid for. I was in California during the summer. They paid me a stipend, so I was getting $100 a day to be there. I was there for 11 days, so I made money going out there. That was flipping awesome.
I've never been on a vacation that they paid me.
Yeah, so I mean, that's kind of cheating, but I mean, taking long vacations, oh man, I enjoyed when I was younger. I went on a missions trip with my church. We went to El Salvador and Honduras. That was interesting, getting to see how a third world country lived.
Have you ever been on a vacation where you just sat on a beach? Like,
no,
because like, you know, I could argue that these are trips and not vacations, and I guess
yeah,
the semantics,
that's what I'm saying. That's like I said, I'm not really answering your question.
I'll wait. I'll give it a few days before Dan Goggins texts me, hey, your trip versus vacation talk is pretentious, you fuck. Because every week I get those texts from him about whatever I say.
I usually do like quick, like spur of the moment. Hey, you want to go to Chicago this weekend, and we'll leave on a Friday night and we'll go spend a couple days in Chicago. Those are usually my best trips. I did that maybe, well, me and Becca were first together, so that was like 8 or 9 years ago. We stayed at the Hard Rock Hotel. The Hard Rock Hotel. Had a blast. We were there for a day and a half. That was fun. I went to Chicago again. I won tickets to Conan O'Brien. So me and my mom, I wrote the show because that was how you got tickets. He was going to be in Chicago for 4 days. You had to write the show and the reason why you deserved to get the tickets and pick what day you wanted. And he was shooting June 12th through the 16th. And I said, hey, my birthday is June 16th. I'd like to get tickets to your show. And they sent me 2 tickets, and I got my birthday, and Adam Sandler was the guest there. T.J. Miller, Nick Offerman was there. Scottie Pippen was there, and that was a blast.
You put that much effort to see Conan?
I like Conan.
Do you base all your vacations around when you could have a TV appearance?
That's what I'm saying. It seems to happen that way. I'll hear something, and I'm like, hey, that would be fun to do, and then I end up finding a way to actually do it.
You know, Tommy brags all the time about being on TV, but I was on TV way before you were, okay?
Were you on Bozo, the clown show, when you're like 4 or 5?
I wish.
I would have loved to play that stupid little ball game where you...
I was on, it was Discovery Kids. There was a show that was filming at a local middle school around here, and I was on that.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. You remember that? I was probably 4th grade.
I think you were on the episode when they were filming that kids show in Florida.
I don't know.
The one that did the slime and all that.
Oh, right. Double Dare.
Double Dare.
Yeah.
You were on Double Dare?
Kind of.
Oh,
He
they
was
did
in,
like
he was in the audience.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I would, man, as a kid, I loved that show and always wanted to be on that one.
It's actually pretty neat to go and watch it being filmed.
Guts and Legends of the Hidden Temple would have been the 2 choices.
Oh,
I had back then. Legends
yeah.
especially. And again, I think it's in my blood, but
So, hold on.
Legends combines trivia.
Sidebar. Favorite Legends of the Hidden Temple team?
Well, first of all, my dad doesn't know what the hell we're talking about.
I had no clue.
Legends of the Hidden Temple was a game for kids on Nickelodeon, and it started out with a physical challenge. So you had 6 teams that got cut down to 3 or 4, I think.
4, I believe.
And then they did a round of trivia, which cut it down to 2, and then those 2 teams competed to enter the final challenge. Anyway, the teams are, and let's try this from memory. We had the Blue Barracudas,
Yep.
Silver Snakes,
Green Monkeys,
Green Monkeys,
Red Jaguars,
Purple
Parrots,
and Orange Iguanas.
That's, yeah.
And I was always a Silver Snakes guy.
Silver Snakes here.
What would you pick out of those?
I wouldn't even have a clue what you're talking about still.
It would be Silver Snakes or Blue Barracudas if I had to.
If I pick nowadays, it'd be Purple Parrots, because purple's just my favorite color. So, it's royalty, which I am a king. I had a friend call me that once. I'm going to hold that title.
Yeah. It was a cool concept. They told lore, like a story, maybe like about King Midas, and you had to listen to the story, and then you usually had to cross water was your first physical challenge.
Yeah, the moat.
The moat, yep. And then when they told the story, you had to answer trivia questions about that story.
And then Olmec opened the gate by going,
So that wasn't the one that had a family where they had...
No.
They went through water.
Would you stop doing that every week?
They went through the water. Well, last week it was Tommy, not me.
Yeah.
Sit on your hands, both of you. What?
I still don't have a clue what you're talking about.
I was saying you made him lose his train of thought. He got family.
I got as far as I got.
Train derailed, thousands dead.
I remember there used to be a show where the families had, and it was normally like 2 kids and the parents.
Family Double Dare?
It could have been. I don't know. But they went through, it looked like giant rocks and stuff made of foam, and they had to crawl through the tunnels and stuff like that and do certain challenges. And then at the end, the winning family won a bunch of like bikes and stuff for the kids and all
Sounds
the
like
trips.
Double Dare.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like the slopstickle course.
Yeah.
Could've
Where they
been.
had to find the flag and the giant nose and
Yeah.
shit. What were we talking about?
Best and worst
Vacations.
vacations.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry.
So yeah. So yours all involved being on TV.
Yeah, and like I said, I do like spur of the moment trips. Them are usually the best. When I was really into Funko Pops, I still enjoy Funko Pops. There was a big store in Indiana, in Kokomo, Indiana, where they sold And
Aruba, Jamaica.
that's what I think about every time I hear.
Ooh, I wanna
We,
take her to Bermuda.
We drove down to Kokomo,
pretty mama,
and that was
to
a blast.
Key Largo,
He
Montego.
does that every time I'm trying to tell a story to
Why
try
don't
to
we
derail
go
me,
down
and
to
it sucks so bad.
Kokomo? We'll get there fast, and then we'll take it slow.
That was a fun trip.
That's where we wanna go.
Down
Way
in
to
Kokomo.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. That was a fun trip.
Were we talking about vacations?
Yeah.
I was talking about the Beach Boys. Anyway, you can argue whether or not it was a trip or a vacation, but going on Deal or No Deal and winning $500,000, I'd say that's a pretty highlight. You know.
Yeah.
I would do that. You know, shit, I'd pay.
Yeah.
You know, I'd pay for my own trip and hotel and everything to be on that show.
At that point in my life, I only had probably a couple $100 in my pocket.
Did we ever talk about my, almost being on a show on this pod?
I don't think we've talked about. I think you just mentioned it, kind of just exactly how you did, but I don't think we ever went in detail or say what happened.
So about a year and a half ago, I was bored at work, and I was just looking at online casting calls for game shows, and saw one. It's like, hey, Press Your Luck is back. So I filled out an application, and just, it took me like an hour, because they're very in-depth. I don't know if you remember doing them, but it's like, why would you be good? And describe in detail why you want this money. What would you do with it? Blah, blah, blah. So that took like an hour, and I thought nothing of it. And then like a month later, I get an email or a call. I don't remember what. They're like, hey, we liked it. We'd like to set up an interview. So we did an interview and passed that. And then they sent me another one where, for Press Your Luck, you get to pick like your personalized prizes if you make it to the final round, and filled out that questionnaire, why you want this item and all that shit. And I'm even being selfless. I'm like, give me a van with a wheelchair lift so my stepdad can go places easier because he has no legs, and then I have my selfish ones like a truck and a toy hauler, filled all that out. And then they had me do an entire mock show where they're recording me on webcam, and I'm playing via webcam the show, and they're gauging my reaction. And the casting agent goes, I think you're perfect for this. What we're casting for is a Halloween episode. And I'm like, hello? I'm a fucking creepy oddities horror movie fanatic. So everything felt great. But the problem is they don't tell you if you don't make it. They say, you'll either hear from us or you won't. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
And then I never fucking heard from them.
When I did my casting audition, they called me back for my second call back, and they had me play, like you said, just a show. But since they were in town doing the casting process, they had it at a hotel, and we had to come back in like 36 hours or 48 hours, whatever it was. And they told me that I could bring people that I was interested having on the show with me, and if they couldn't make it, invite. I didn't know you at that time.
Doesn't matter.
I should have found you at that time. You and Scott, I would have totally asked, but I digress.
Notice he didn't say me too.
All I know is
thanks, Tommy.
I'm taking you out of my top 8.
Man, that totally going off subject again, but that was such a big deal back then. And
yeah.
And if you were moved from like 2 to 4, it's like, what did I do?
The fact that we paid attention enough to like...
Yeah.
But what's even funnier is I remember when they changed it to where you could do a top 4, 8, 12, 16. And I remember when it came out, I put right to 16. And then I think it was... I don't even remember who it was, but it was my best friend at the time who was number 1 on my top 8. And I said, you know what, you pissed me off. I'm taking you out of my top 8. But instead of taking them off, I just put my top 4 as all bands and just removed everyone. And everyone's like, what the fuck, man?
And just even saying just top 8, there's maybe could be listeners out here like, what's top 8?
I want to say that that was in the bad age where, watch. Dad, did you ever have a MySpace?
A what?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that was in that middle ground where social media was just the young kid thing, where he probably never had one.
I definitely never had MySpace.
So,
Yeah.
MySpace was a whole fucking thing. I still to this day think if they kept it updated and fresh, it would still be big because I liked it better than Facebook. I was very reluctant to change because there was no customization.
I like learning HTML and all that. You
Yeah,
know?
well, it was fun because I used to charge my friends to do their sites for them because at 9 years old, I was, I had a GeoCities website called Lord of the Saiyans, and I had a DBZ fan site that I coded in HTML. Well, it's not really coding, but I wrote in HTML at 9 years old. It was at one point big enough where the voice of Gohan, the American voice of Gohan, commented on my page.
Really?
At like 10 years old, that was like the coolest fucking thing in the world. But yeah, MySpace, I used to charge people to do their HTML.
That was like my introduction to like really getting into messing with, I guess you call it software.
Yeah.
And doing stuff like that. That was...
But MySpace had some cool features. You could put your favorite song on your page, and you could edit your background. And I get why it's clunky, and they didn't. Facebook is more of the streamlined shit. But I remember when I signed up for Facebook, and so Facebook came out in 2004 or 5. I want to say 4. And in 2006, when I was in Europe, is when the kids from Boston. So it was my school and a school from Boston. They combined our trips, and if you know anything about it, Harvard, that's like where it started. So these kids from Boston already knew about it, and they're the ones that introduced us. And so I had it in 2006, like years before anyone else. Like it really got big in like 2008, 2009.
Yeah, and actually, going back to the Deal and Rodale thing, was when I was going out to shoot the show, people were asking me, are you going to get a Facebook account now? Because you're probably going to be a little popular. There's a lot of people starting to get Facebook. You might want to have one. And I created it because I was going to do the show. And my first picture was actually me on the plane.
Nice.
That was my first picture I have on Facebook.
All right. Back to it. Dad, what's your favorite vacation or favorite vacation moment?
My favorite vacation was probably the one that I went to Aruba for the first time.
Jamaica.
We knew it was going to start.
So we have Kokomo, Indiana, and now we have Aruba, the island. So Aruba has the benefit of being a really nice temperature year-round.
It is. It's very consistent, very windy.
It's phenomenal.
You said it, I didn't.
It's
I
the
was
word
proud
of
and determined. I was not going to use the word today.
It's the word of season 1.
You have caused Becca to say that. It's become an earworm with her. And she's like, God, I think she even texted you because of that, because she keeps saying phenomenal around the house now.
Well, Becca's phenomenal.
So Aruba, what made that first one special?
It was my first vacation that titties were out.
I could piggyback right on that. I'm going to bring back up Europe. What a culture shock when you're sitting there and they have commercials with just tits out. That's a real thing.
I haven't been to Europe, but
well, not all countries are prudes like we are.
I was going to say, America's just a prude.
Well, it's funny because if you watch a movie on like their movie channels, their HBO, they cut out the gory action, but leave the tits. We're the exact opposite. If you had to pick between the two, I mean, give me the tits. Give me both. I mean, give me action titties.
I'll take gory titties.
Yeah. I want the big fat dead titties from Bad Boys 2. What am I going to do with these big ass dead titties? You tell my wife how cute. I love that movie. I haven't seen the newest one. There's Bad Boys for Life, and then there's one after that came out last year, I want to say.
Yeah. Oh.
It was after the whole Will Smith
slap.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, and by the way, have you heard his diss track? It's so fucking bad.
No, but I heard bits and pieces he had performed. I think it was called something like Women, or I can't remember. It was something to do with ladies or women, or
I don't know. At one point, he tries to rhyme stage with stage. Like, dude, just stop.
Now I'll have to listen to it.
All right, so titties are out in Aruba. That's your highlight. That's your reasoning.
Well, it's kind of my worst experience too,
Really?
because when I first got there, the first pair of boobs that I seen when I got to the beach, there was a woman who,
100 years old.
at least. So I was talking to the bartender on the beach, and she's laying next to the bar, and this woman probably weighed 80 pounds, and she looked like she was probably in her 90s. And parts of her were hanging in the sand. And I mean, they look like slime. Just rolling off her chest, and her nipples and everything are just laying in the sand. These things had to be a foot long. But that was the first pair that I seen when I got there. But yes, when you travel overseas, I mean, you got to be kind of open to it. You can't go there with people that are jealous, because America's prudes. When you see this for the first time, you're going to look. And I mean, they're there from 18 to 85. So you're going to see them all.
I'm gonna say though, America didn't start as prudes. America started as horny old men, and
that didn't change.
I'm gonna try and sugarcoat this. I'm not. I'm kidding. Tommy, your belief system, and I mean that by religion, caused this country to be prudes.
Yeah, but I'm gonna piggyback. Yes, I agree, but I also will say there is a lot of people on the left that are very soft.
I'd say that goes for both sides.
Yeah, so I'm going to say the right are very conservative, but I believe as a culture we're really soft and, oh, we can't do this. We gotta. The children can't do this. They can't see this. So
the kids are the ones that it doesn't bother.
Exactly. I feel like the left, like I said, it goes for both sides, the left and right. We're always trying to protect, and it mostly comes from the right being conservative. I do agree with the Christian background, but I just feel like we're always so scared that kids or anybody's going to see something, or it's going to traumatize a kid, or so I don't know. I
don't know. I mean, half the country has tits, everyone has nipples.
Yeah.
Just free the nipple. Anyway, so Aruba, best vacation because of breastises.
No, it's not just that. I mean, back then it was not so commercial as it is now. And you could go there, you just felt very safe, which you still do, but nowadays it's like a corporate Aruba. I mean,
yeah.
It's not the same as it used to be.
As for it being safe, I mean, it's so safe that one person went missing in 50 years and it was national headlines,
True.
That was what, mid 2000s. That one girl went missing. Did they ever find her?
No.
I don't. Yeah.
No, she was shark bait.
She probably drowned. I mean, that's what I'd assume.
No, I think she was probably. I'm pretty sure that he killed her. But
what was it? Her boyfriend or something like a fiance?
No, it was a guy that she met there.
Gotcha.
He lived in Aruba.
Oh,
I
don't remember much of the story,
but he still went to prison, but not for that.
Wasn't it
He
Natalie
killed somebody
Holloway?
else. Natalie Holloway.
That sounds right.
Yeah, he ended up in prison for other murders, I believe, or at least another murder.
Wow. I just Googled May 30th of 2005.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was mid 2000s.
20 years ago.
Yeah, because I think I was there that summer.
Yeah, it was right around there that you went there. I remember that specifically.
It's pretty weird, though, first time you get there and you're walking around, and as a pedestrian, which here would never work because you'd be dead, but over there, I don't know if it's still the same because now I haven't been there in probably 15 years, but you would be walking down the sidewalk, and if you turned and faced the street, like you were going to cross the street, all traffic stops. And their traffic fatalities, excuse me, used to be so low that they would have signs posted around on the highways. This year, 5 people killed in pedestrians killed by automobiles and stuff like that. And it's like, shit, we do that in the weekend.
Yeah.
What a difference. But the culture back then used to be so much different there. But my last trip there was so much different. It was, like I said, very commercial, and I didn't enjoy it. And I haven't been back. And I, of course, say the same thing like Mexico. I used to go to Cozumel and loved it. Won't go back. Everything is, to me, it's just looking slummy. They don't treat you the same. It's a different environment.
I would say, because I was going to say, my favorite vacations, either Europe, which, how many people can say they backpacked around Europe and hit, 8 countries, and that was a fun time.
I paid for somebody to do that. Don't know who.
I don't know. We'll figure it out later. But my other one, spring break, Cancun, Mexico, when I was 19. I mean, that was a hell of a fucking time. We land and we get there early. First of all, the trip started with getting upgraded to first class because they had no one in first class. So 19
awesome.
in first class, drinking on my way to Mexico because they didn't even card you because, you're heading to Mexico. I don't even think they care at that point. Land at like 10 a.m. Hotel's not ready for a few hours, so they hold our luggage. They give us our wristband and say, go enjoy the pool and the bar. And I remember on the way there, and I was there with my buddy Lance, and I told him, I'm like, the first day we're there, I'm going to drink until I puke. And I puked at noon. Bright red puke because I was drinking rum runners all day. Frozen rum runners. Just getting plastered. And then our hotel room right next to 5 hot-ass girls our age. Ended up partying with them all week. So many tits and it's just... I can get into details, but it might not even be safe for this. But it was a fun time. But that brings out the better stories. Worst vacation or vacation moment. Something bad happened, something funny happened. You get the runs, you miss a flight.
I knew it was coming.
You want to go first or me?
This story comes out. Every time there's a conversation about vacations, this story comes out.
It's one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen.
It was not funny at the time.
Well, not for your wallet, maybe.
That too.
We might as well start there.
Okay.
Me and my dad went to Florida. I was 16, maybe 17. I don't know, something like that. And, well, let's even start with the vacation. The first night we're in our hotel. And this always cracked me up because first night we're in our hotel. We're getting ready for bed. TV's on. I think we're eating Pop-Tarts. We got like a snack or something like that. And my dad's in his pen. And all of a sudden he just, whoop, and he's fucking flipping the cover. He's like, what the fuck? And he gets out of bed. Lizard. Fucking lizard in his bed. Which cracked me the fuck up. I don't know if you've ever been to Florida, Tommy, but the fucking doors have these big gaps. I think we've talked about it here.
Yeah.
I think a lot of your resorts, like Mexico and Aruba and all them, same thing. They got an inch gap.
Yeah. So, anyway, on the way back from Florida, we're in line to board. We're in line to fucking board, and my dad goes, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm like, okay. And so...
No, I had to go to the bathroom.
Bubble guts and everything, huh?
You ever, Tommy, when you're a kid, you're in the grocery line, to check out, and your parent goes, ooh, I forgot something. Wait here. And then you get up there, and, it's your turn, and you're like, where's my parents? I don't know what to do. So we're fucking in boarding, and I'm like, I don't know. Do I get on the plane and hope my dad makes it, or do I not? And it probably would have saved you half your fucking money if I did. But... long story short, we miss our fucking flight because of diarrhea. And the cost to reschedule was just astronomical.
You gotta go. So that was the most expensive shit I've ever taken in my life.
So, yeah, that's just funny to me. Anyway, if you don't talk about those, do you have a bad vacation story? I mean, I guess we could even talk about the time you went to jail on vacation. That's probably a pretty bad one.
I don't talk about that one. Wait a minute. I didn't go to jail.
Oh, wait, you're right. My mom went to jail.
Your mother went to jail. I was the innocent party.
That was a fun one. I remember, because that whole fight broke out and cops got called, and I went to 7-Eleven with my dad, and my tooth fell out on the way there. I remember that specifically. But that was an interesting vacation for me as a kid. Nice little family vacay.
Yeah, mother going to jail.
Some domestic violence.
Started at Red Lobster. Go to Florida and eat at Red Lobster. Today that wouldn't even make sense.
We went to fucking Ponderosa when we went to
Well, at
Florida.
least she fit in with everybody in Florida going to jail.
In the defense of the Ponderosa thing, that had to be one of the best Ponderosas I think I've ever been to in my life.
And then I think we went to Bonanza the next day.
I don't know. We did everything down there. We did a steak buffet. What else did we do? That was probably the main three.
Tommy, you ever have a bad vacation? Did you go to jail or have a shit?
No, nothing like that. When I had broken my leg,
That brings back more memories.
Florida?
Florida again.
Florida.
I already had my broken leg, and Tim and Adam had came and visited me in Pennsylvania when I lived there, and we were going to go to New York, go to Times Square. Well, I was bound to a wheelchair. That was the worst experience in my life. Tim and Adam had to take turns. Well, I think everybody kind of took turns pushing me, trying to get me through Times Square in a wheelchair. And it was probably, I'm going to say, November-ish. So it was getting really busy because of Christmas time, and it was cold. That was literally a nightmare. And then my tire on my wheelchair popped off because one of the cracks in the sidewalk, and I literally had to hop on one foot and like lean against one of the skyscrapers building.
Did you just call it a tire?
Wheel. Sorry.
What kind of fucking
I know.
wheelchair?
I don't know. It wasn't
He's got an all
ATV. Yeah. One of the wheels had popped off. So in the middle of Times Square, Tim flips it over and is having to put that back on. That literally ruined. And then if I wanted to go into store, there are smaller stores, having to like try to maneuver in with the wheel. I enjoyed them coming out there, and I enjoyed going to Times Square, but that was a horrible, horrible trip. Now, I guess more for a funny story was I was at a hotel, and there's escalators going down into the hotel lobby. And me and a few of my friends, I was probably 14, maybe 15 at the time, going down to the hotel lobby. Well, me thinking I'm like everybody else, they were taking their arms, lifting their weight, and swinging their legs as they were riding down the escalator. Well, I went to do that and lift and went swing. Well, my arms don't hold my weight up, and I just tumbled down the whole escalator. And I still have a scar of where the escalator stair hit my shin, and it like almost like a burn, and I couldn't walk for maybe day and a half that I was there. And my buddy Matt at the time called my mom. Tommy got hurt again, because like every time I went away, I'd always like tweak my ankle, injure my arm, I always was getting injured when I was younger. Every time I went away on like a church trip or anything like that. But he was like, "Yep, Tommy got injured again," and that was probably the funny story because they cracked up just watching me tumble down that whole escalator, thinking I could swing my way down the.
I think you're just injury prone.
I am.
You broke your body slip and sliding.
Oh, man. Scott still laughs to this day. Yeah, I know he's got it on video. But,
I have it on video.
Oh yeah. You can hear it, me going, "Oh," at the end as I getting up. Yeah, I knew it. I knew I hurt, and I'm like, "Oh," and then finding out, yeah, I broke my rib.
Well, so yeah, I mean, it does bring up another story. You ever, break an ankle or sprain an ankle after you get stung by a jellyfish in the same 24 hours? I mean,
what is this? Pick on Dad Day?
it must be.
I'll let you talk about it.
No, you go ahead.
No.
I mean, I wasn't there when it happened. Like, I was there, but I wasn't physically there.
Get stung first. Probably hour or two later, we go back to the hotel room. I decide, because we're outside, my hotel room was kind of outside of basketball courts. Well, these young teenagers are out there playing. I'm an old guy. So I decide, I'm going to go play with them.
By the way, he was in his 30s at this point. Like, it's not even that old.
30s? I was I'd say it's in my 40s, probably.
I was 10, maybe. So
Was it
you were in
that
your
long
30s. Yeah, I was 10 or less. I was.
Okay, so maybe it
I
was.
was in 3rd or 4th grade. So you were in mid to late 30s.
Broke my ankle. Jumped up for the ball. Came down on the guy's foot. Just heard it snap. But the good side of that is you get first class coming home because you can't sit in a regular seat with crutches. They didn't allow it. So I had to sit in first class. I didn't have to go through the metal detectors and shit because of what they did to my ankle while I was in Florida. Fix everything. So, I mean, you get some preferential treatment. So there is a good side to it. But unfortunately, this happened like halfway through the vacation. So I couldn't do anything else. Can't go in the water. You can't walk around. So it was kind of a bummer vacation. But it seems like I've had my share of incidences on vacations because I always try to do things with the younger kids, and I got to learn to stop. You know, it's like going to a Lions game. You can't do that either.
What happened at a Lions game that makes you bring that up?
Jessica and Scott fell asleep.
Oh.
That's all I remember.
So, have you ever heard the story, Tommy?
I don't think so.
So
No?
we're at opening day. I want to say this might be the first opening day we went to as a group because it's me, Scott, Jessica, and my dad. We always do opening day, and we're tailgating, throwing a football around, drinking. And this is like back when my dad started drinking again.
Okay.
And for some reason he goes, "I'm not that drunk." Like you went shot for shot with me and Scott. Plus, we chugged like 4 or 5 beers. Our friend Craig, who at the time was working for Dragon Mead, so he brings a ton of fresh off the line beers.
Now, keep in mind, my accident happened probably between 9 and 10 a.m.
So it was not
that early.
No, it was on the way to the game, so it was like noon. Because it's when we started walking to the game.
Between 11 and 12?
So anyway,
Okay.
we're walking from our tailgate spot to the stadium, and these guys are throwing the football over the crowd, and my dad just puts his hands out like he wants to catch it, and the guy overthrows it, and drunk 60-year-old dad decides to make a diving catch on cement, misses the ball but catches his face on the pavement, so he's all busted up in the face and fucked up both wrists.
Broke them both.
So
I still went
Okay,
to the
so
game.
that's how you broke both.
I did go to the game. After the game, I think we went out to. I think we ate, and then we ended up at
we went to
the bar.
Tipsy's, and Denise was very pissed
More at you than me.
because we didn't take him to the hospital. I'm like, you want me to tell my father that he can't do something? He's not going to listen to me.
She came home before she even. I mean, she just seen me.
Yeah.
And before she even checked out my wounds, she was already on the phone with him, chewing his ass out.
I'm like, what do you want me to do about it? He's a grown-ass man.
But we still closed the night out, closed the bar.
I mean, we also, I don't think, knew the severity of the injury.
I knew the one was broke for sure. There was no doubt on that one. The other one I wasn't sure of.
That's the same game, though, that Jessica and Scott got so drunk they missed half the game, passed out. And then Scott comes to, like, end of third quarter. He goes, I got to pee. And so our season tickets are right in front of the bathroom. You walk up the stairs, you walk right into the bathroom.
Okay.
You can't miss it.
Somehow Scott got lost on the way back. So he's like 3 sections over. He almost takes a tumble down the entire flight of stairs. And he, like a whole quarter, he's just standing up there watching the game from up top because he doesn't know where the fuck we're sitting. It was just a whole fucking fiasco that day.
It was fun. It was definitely fun.
It was something. And, well, we didn't even win that game.
Nope.
That was, I believe, the game that the Jets blew us out like 48.
No way. I
Yeah.
was at that game.
Were you?
Yeah, I won tickets on the radio answering a
Oh,
trivia
here we
question.
go with the TV and radio personality again.
No, I won tickets. I was up in the Bud Light suite thing. But yeah, I won tickets. Me and Becca went to that game, and man, first play of the game, pick 6, I think it was, and that was it.
You know, all the shows that he's been on, I think Tommy should apply for Love Island.
Do you know actually for
Naked and Afraid.
Naked and Afraid. There you go.
Deal or No Deal Island, the first season, they
I
called
actually
me.
liked that show.
They called me to be a contestant,
Why
and
didn't you go?
well, they told me they're like, so we can't give you too much detail of what it is, but we're gonna be doing Deal or No Deal, and it's gonna be like a mix of that and Survivor.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, and we want to know if you can be a contestant on the show. We want you to do this. And I started to, and as I learned more about the show, I just said, with my leg and as big as I am, Survivor, I know I'm not going to be able to do it. And if I were to try it, it'd be like, haha, look at the funny fat guy. And it would be more of a,
Well,
I figured they would make more fun of me than.
did you
because
watch the first season?
Oh, I've watched both of them now.
You remember the one competition? I don't care who you are. I mean, all the contestants looked like they were dying when they went through that
The
mud
mud.
bog.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know if I would have made it through that thing.
Yeah, and I turned to Becky and I'm like, that's why.
I mean, it was a vicious season. I think
Yeah.
more so than season 2.
I don't care. You can make fun of me all you want for money.
Yeah, I just.
Well, the amount of money that you have a potential of winning on that one. What was it last season? Didn't the guy win like 10 million or something?
I can't remember. It was a
The
big amount.
Australian guy won it, I think.
Yeah, I think first season, didn't they win? I thought it was just like 800,000. Maybe I'm.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
But this year, I think it was like 4 or 5 million.
I know it was millions,
Yeah.
and the guy took some risks to get there. I mean, I would have been shitting my pants playing that round.
Where's
Yeah.
the island?
I forgot. Funny enough, you said Aruba. I think it's like a private island out in that area.
Well, I think it was. I think each season's been a different place, though.
Isla de Muerte from Pirates. I was just curious how taxes would work if you're technically winning it on an island. I mean, I don't know how that works.
Well, you would, if you're a U.S. citizen, you still have to pay.
You're paying taxes either way. I'm just curious if you're double dipped because you're on some foreign country's land.
An undisclosed island in Panama, Bocos del Toro, Panama.
Was that season 2?
Take me down to paradise. No, that's not. No, wait, Panama. Isn't there a song about Panama?
Panama.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was 2 different islands, wasn't it? Season 1, season 2.
You know, the 2 island thing didn't work out for the people in Jurassic Park, so no.
I seen that movie.
The new one?
Oh my god, dude.
I mean, I don't watch them because they're good anymore, but they are fun.
Okay, I'll give you a quick review because I did write that down to talk about it. You seen Godzilla the 20? I mean, have you seen all the Godzillas or?
No, I'm not into Godzilla.
Okay, the 2014 reboot with Bryan Cranston, the nuclear reactor.
What was that?
I
Every
fixed
week
it.
there's at least one.
I know. I don't know what it is.
And every week, James will not let it slide.
No.
I'll let it slide when we do sliders.
Okay. So, the nuclear reactor is blowing, and the workers are running through, and Bryan Cranston works there with his wife, and he is there to do a manual override to close the doors. And he's waiting for his wife to get there, and she's like, I'm not going to make it. Go ahead and close the doors. And he locks the door, and they have their moment through the window as the smoke and
Through the wall.
and they, you
the
know, it's
dinosaurs on
an
my
emotional
balls.
moment, blah blah blah. Jurassic Park almost
Skeet, motherfucker.
Jurassic Park basically almost does that same shot, and I'm like, okay, a lizard movie, dinosaur movie, you're doing it almost shot for shot in a weird way. That was stupid. I made a joke to Becca during the movie that the wardrobe designer should have won an Oscar, because as much as they went through, their hats never flew off their head. The scarves always stayed in place. Everything always looked so perfect. It threw me off a lot. I think someone who makes video games made that movie. It seemed like a lot of side quests. It was weird. Like, just a quick synopsis is they're going to all the dinosaurs. Everybody's done with dinosaurs now. We're like, oh, it's an old thing now. We're done. It's been 30 years. Whatever. We're bored with them. So all the dinosaurs are now moving towards the equator because that's where the climate is the best for them to live. And because in the last one, they released them, and now we live amongst them. We coexist with dinosaurs in Dominion. So anyways, they live like more towards the equator. Well, they realize that there are something in their blood that can give us life-saving to let us live longer.
This is not a spoiler-free review.
No, it is literally in the first scene. So they have to go to the equator to get the blood from 3 different dinosaurs. That's literally what. But it was like, okay, this first dinosaur you got to do this. This second dinosaur you got to do this. This. It reminded me of a video game. Each video game level, I'm like, this is like a video game. It was. I don't know. I just didn't like it. The only saving grace in the movie, the T-Rex scene. There is a T-Rex scene. I thought it was freaking fantastic.
It's not Jurassic Park without a T-Rex scene.
Yeah, and I thought it was well done. I thought it was really cool.
Raptor Rex.
And then the big baddie in the movie, of course, is not a T-Rex. They always have to step up and make a new dinosaur. It was so stupid looking. It was dumb to me. It looked like a clicker from The Last of Us as a big T-Rex. That's what it reminded me of.
Not to mama. He started talking dinosaurs, and my brain just went
Goes
there.
to
You know what I'm referring to?
Yeah, I don't think anyone younger than us will know that show.
Baby Sinclair.
I absolutely love that show.
Grew up watching that one.
But that's pretty much my review. Oh, this may be spoilerish, but the villain in the movie, I don't think he was kind of a prick, but to make him out to be a villain for one of the things he did, one of the girls was wanting to call Mayday on the boat, and she went to grab the mic and the radio, and he's like, no, you can't call Mayday, you can't call Mayday, and he tries to take it away from her, and she starts pushing him, and she shoved him real hard, and she goes to fall off the boat, and he falls down on his back, and she looks him in the eye, and they, stares, and he didn't get up to help her right away, and she ends up slipping off the boat, and so they tried to say that he tried to murder her because he didn't help her, and I'm like, no, you pushed him, you fell backwards off the boat, he didn't push you, because she was trying to say, he pushed me off the boat.
Isn't that how Natalie Wood died?
And I'm
starting to think that he's watching a movie trying to be a lawyer here.
Well, I'm just saying that irritated me really bad. Like, no, if someone came up to me and pushed me and you fell, I didn't push you. Just because I was bigger than you and you... No, that's not how that works.
I think morally you're still supposed to help. A push
yes.
and falling off a boat are a little different there, Thomas.
I understand, but to paint him that he pushed her... He didn't help her, which was wrong. But to say that he, that's where I...
According to physics, every action has an equal but opposite reaction, so technically he did push her.
Well, that pushed me. I'll push my button. But that's my review. I didn't like it.
I think on the next podcast, Tommy's going to give us his rewrite of the movie.
Yeah, don't make it. That's my rewrite.
All right. I am going to segue with our vacation here.
Okay.
Segue?
If you're going to take a food vacation, where are you going?
Ooh.
Oh, God.
So I know we've talked about our favorite ethnic foods and all that kind of stuff, but a whole vacation surrounding, like, if your favorite food's Mexican, I don't think Mexico would be the first choice, because I don't know. I'm just going to get to it. I'm going to a Southeast Asian country where they have tons of street foods, and I've always just wanted to go somewhere where you can go to those markets and you have 50 vendors making different street foods. So Philippines, Thailand.
Okay, so
you
yeah,
want to try some dog, some cat.
Believe it or not, they don't eat those.
Well, first thing I was thinking was probably Tokyo, because when we first met and we were talking, me and you joked that me and you were going to go to Tokyo. We should do a trip, and I always wanted to go to Tokyo, and me liking that cuisine, I thought that would be a pretty cool trip to go out to Tokyo.
We have to learn how to drift first.
Oh yeah.
See, I'm the type of person that I will try anything. So I think I kind of like your idea where you just go and there's just street vendors everywhere. And I feel like in almost any country you could do that.
You can, but I feel like it's very prominent in Southeast Asia. Plus, you're going to have a lot of seafood options, which I don't get people that don't eat seafood. It's the best kind of food.
I agree.
There's so much variety.
I mean, there's so much of that ugly shit that I would just like to try.
Also, though, like, so I watch a show called The Best Ever Food Review Show, and this guy, Sonny, he just travels the world and eats food and reviews it. And he'll do, like, the most expensive foods in Japan and the craziest food in Japan, and he'll eat, like, the puffer fish and stonefish. He did, like, a whole let's eat the most dangerous foods in the world. Right now, he's incredibly ballsy. He is a white American touring Afghanistan. Like, he's filming it, illegally filming it, because you're not supposed to film any military things. But, like, 50 or 60 Taliban, stops along the road. They do them like every 2 or 3 miles, and he's driving, across the country. It's
Where's
insane.
a bandana?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Subscribe to that show. It's absolutely amazing. And he he did like 3 years in Asia, because that's how much food there is. But so much incredible stuff. But right now he's in Afghanistan. But a month ago, I want to say he was in, oh gosh, he was in an Eastern European country. It was one of the stands. But they're eating, horse and things like that. And he's like, horse meat is just amazing. It feels wrong to eat because I'm American, but he's like, this is just incredible meat. And he also has done like African tribes where they're, he's just joining. He's literally sat there and ate with still cannibalistic tribes.
Wow.
And things like, check out his show. It's absolutely amazing. Best Ever Food Review Show.
Along that lines, have you ever watch Andrew Zimmer?
I don't like him.
See, and I loved watching his show because, I mean, he just would come out and eat stuff that would turn your stomach. And I mean, I would, like I said, I will try anything once. But I remember a particular episode where they were out, and I think it was ox, and they were tending to him. And at the end of the day or the week or whatever it was, it's tradition where they butcher one, and they slice this thing open, and they take out the liver. And he said, hey, I'm down for this, and he's talking about it, but he thought they were going to cook it. They don't. They literally just cut it out and just start gnawing on this thing, just taking chunks out of it.
Wow.
I can try a lot of shit. I guarantee you I would never. First off, I hate liver, but there's no way in hell. No way.
Beef
It
liver
grossed me out
sucks,
just watching it.
But I've had liver that's been good. Like a fried chicken liver's not bad.
No, I disagree. It still has that texture, and I just can't get past it.
Actually, the Best Ever Food Review Show, they slaughtered a sheep, and he's saying like the part that's argued over most is the testicles to start with, but they pulled out the liver, and they did they slice the liver up, and then they use the silver skin, and they wrap it, and then they fry it in a bunch of spices, and he eats that, and he said it's really good. I think if you had the right preparation, because I agree with you that beef liver sucks. The texture's off. It tastes like pennies. I hate it. But other preparations of liver, especially when you slice it really small, can definitely enhance and make it edible and actually good at times. But the big chunks where it's just, fried, it's awful.
See, there's one other part of an animal I just don't know if I want to even. I mean, I might, but I don't think I would. No. Eyeballs.
I've had an eyeball. Not good. It's a very weird texture.
I just can't. I don't know.
I've seen like them
in
eat
my
sheep's
mind,
eye,
it's
like
just
on a
the
Fear
pop.
Factor.
That's
and
what I've had.
Yeah.
Just that pop. No.
So I mean, it didn't pop when I ate one. It was more rubbery texture. It was like rubbery and then soft, but there was no pop. I think the one part of because I've seen it at one of the grocery stores when I was growing up. I don't remember. It might have been Oak Ridge, because Oak Ridge had a lot of weird things.
Sitting up on like the deli.
But they had sheep brain in a fucking like one of those little
jars.
It was like it was like those little deli containers that they put pasta salad in, the little clear plastic round ones. And it's just sheep brain by the pound. I'm like, I don't know if I want to eat that one. and like I'll eat bugs and pig's feet and heart and brain. Something about that one just gets me.
Everybody eats bugs whether they want to or not.
Well, yeah, but when you're sleeping or accidental, it's a lot different. I mean, but then again, a couple weeks ago, I inhaled a bug here out at night, and I almost threw up for like 20 minutes. and as a biker,
I was just say,
nighttime bugs taste worse than daytime bugs. I'll tell you that.
It's a little. They're not even warm at that point.
So I think it's more meat on their bones at night.
I think we should though do an episode where we eat some foods that are probably a little more gross. And I have one already. I bought a can. Technically, it came in a 2-pack. I have haggis in the house. Ooh. And that's one I want to try. Are you going to try it?
Look at his face.
You know what it is, right?
I'll try anything once.
Haggis is sheep organs put into the sheep's stomach and then boiled with spices.
Oh, God.
It does not include the lungs because...
That's just boiled, I think.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
If you listen.
I probably wasn't. You turned me off.
So haggis is one of them. And then Tommy brought up wanting to go to Tokyo. Another one that I want to try. And the consistency, it just looks disgusting. But everyone says it tastes amazing. Do you know what natto is?
I've heard of it.
Do you know what it is? Natto is fermented soybeans. And it gets basically this... It's like half-dried rubber cement snot-covered soybeans. But they say it's like umami as fucking delicious.
Rank it right up there with a 1,000-year egg.
There you go. Let's try a 1,000-year egg or a 100-century egg.
That's just... I think I wouldn't have a problem with it, even knowing what it is, if I put a blindfold on. It's just looking at it.
I also would like to, and I know where to get them locally. I forget what it's officially called, but the embryo egg of the duck.
Oh,
You having a hard time even thinking about trying that one?
I'm trying.
It's just, like I said, if with a blindfold on, I think I can try anything. It's just looking at it.
My problem is like they crack open those eggs and you just see
ballot?
balut.
Balut. Okay.
And you just see fucking duck beak and veins and feathers, and they eat the whole fucking thing, just whole.
Yeah, I can just see me trying to eat that beak.
I don't.
But it's soft.
I'd almost want to try.
From what I understand, it's not real soft.
It depends how developed the embryo is, but even at late stages embryo of balut, it's still not crunchy. If that's what you're worried about, it's still it's more like cartilage at that point.
I'm not. It's not worried about eating it. It's just seeing it before I eat it.
I mean, we can blindfold ourselves and eat these things.
Oh
I mean,
God.
if that helps.
I think just getting that first feather in my mouth and be like, ah.
One thing that interests me that's not.
Oh shit! I'm definitely seeing a few barf bags out here. If we're gonna do this.
I think it's called durian. Is that
Yeah, durian fruit.
The fruit.
Yeah, I haven't tried that, but I've always been interested in it.
We can get one. I mean, there's an Asian market, 168 Asian market in Troy, or it might be Madison. That's still Madison
Man,
Heights.
it's not, 14.
Yeah,
You know that fruit is
sell it.
banned from going on an airplane.
Yep.
Really?
Because of how bad it smells.
Smell.
And if
I've
you get
always-
past the smell, though, it tastes good.
That's what I hear. That's why it's like I really want to try it, just because it's supposed to be good and it smells terrible.
Tommy, you got your iPad out.
Yeah.
Let's do an episode of gross foods. Let's also do an episode of exotic fruits.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of exotic fruits I'd like to try. For instance, jackfruit, I think it is. People say tastes like juicy fruit gum, which I fucking love juicy fruit gum. You want to try a durian.
I don't think I've ever had a jackfruit.
I don't think I've ever had dragon fruit raw.
I was
I've had
gonna say,
dragon
I
fruit
wanna try it.
flavored
Yeah.
things. Believe it or not, this is a weird one for me because I am an exploratory eater. I've never had raw pomegranate. You know, where you just crack it open.
No,
It's a bunch of those
those
little red pearls, basically.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd like that one.
Acai berries. I've never had those.
And we were just talking about like tropical because we both like pineapple.
Yeah.
I know that's the most common tropical fruit. But
The Asian Mart, the same one I'm talking about, sells pink pineapple.
Let's add pineapple to the list because now that we're going to eat all the gross shit, I need something in between.
The gross episode, we might want to just drink beforehand. That might be a day to drink.
yeah. Papaya.
I love papaya.
Yeah. I've had it, but
I'm not a papaya person.
No?
I don't care for it.
I talked to, I want to say it's Jessica, who thinks melons are gross. And I'm like, honeydew and cantaloupe are like amongst my favorite fruits.
I can't think of a melon I don't like.
My favorite fruits are probably
done lychee, or is it
lychee.
Lychee.
I had it for the first time at it. Actually, the buffet right next to the fucking Asian Mart, and I didn't like it. It reminded me of an astringent, like a cleaner. But yeah, I'd say my favorite fruits are like
little white thing look like
yeah,
grape.
It looks like a pearl onion
Those
almost.
things are fucking nasty.
Yeah, but my favorite fruits probably grapes, cantaloupes, and Elton John. I've been trying to make that joke for 6 minutes now. I had to get it out.
See, now cantaloupe, depending on the degree of ripeness, it would change if I had to rank my favorite fruits. I mean, it could go from near the top to near the bottom.
A good cantaloupe is amazing, and then
A good cold one.
cantaloupe. I make a fruit dip, which is basically just it's marshmallow fluff, cream cheese, and vanilla extract. It's just amazing. Dip cantaloupe in that, so good.
I love fruit.
Take a health food and dip it in fluff.
I never said anything about health food. I said I like cantaloupe dipped in my fruit dip. I mean, do you guys like Marzetti's caramel dip for apples?
Yeah.
That's delicious.
I actually do like that, and I don't know why. Because why do they even call it caramel? Because
it's caramel.
no, I don't even think it really has the. I think the texture's off. I'm not saying it tastes bad, but it's different.
Can I mute him?
It is different.
It's not caramel because it doesn't have the right texture. Caramel has a million textures.
When I was picking up the snacks, I seen Mott's came out with caramel applesauce, and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna try it.
I don't
I
think
think
I'd
I
like
would
that.
try it.
I would try it, but I don't think I'd like it. I do unsweetened cinnamon applesauce. That's how I eat mine.
I almost brought it for us to try, but I'm like, I don't know.
Believe it or not, Red
Probably
Lobster
should have
used to
brought
have
it. You didn't bring enough snacks today.
Red Lobster had my favorite applesauce I've ever had. They used to have
Really?
applesauce.
So your preference on applesauce is with cinnamon. What is yours?
Cinnamon. I do like Mott's
See, and
cinnamon.
I like the plain.
I love plain too. It's just I wouldn't have.
I like applesauce in general.
Does
yeah.
it have to be cold?
I like it cold.
It's got to be cold.
See, I can eat at room temperature. It doesn't bother me at all.
I mean, if it's cold, I'll down.
It doesn't
half a
have to be
jar
cold, but I prefer it cold. Yes.
all day long.
But yeah, you get those little like Mott's applesauce cups that's like 3 or 4 ounces of apple. Fuck you.
That's what these
Give me
caramel ones.
give me a 32-ounce jar, and I'll eat the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
The little snack cup ones, you don't even need a spoon.
No, you can drink them.
Yeah.
I just open. Well, I haven't bought them in years, but I used to just open those up. Oh, and gone.
I also don't like. They came out with like flavored ones, like strawberry and blue raspberry and all that. Those little cups.
Fucked them
Didn't
up.
like them.
Becca tried the pumpkin. She
Ew.
did not like it at all. She said it was terrible.
Pumpkin applesauce.
Yes. She said
Well,
it was terrible.
The fucking basic white bitch movement of pumpkin spiced everything is just stupid. 'Cause
I wrote that down because Becca was getting excited because pumpkin spice lattes are coming
I'm getting you
in
a
the
divorce
next month.
lawyer.
And I literally wrote that down to say, what is it with the pumpkin spice?
Well, we'll talk about that. Have you ever? Do you know who Meat Canyon is?
Let me interrupt you before you do that. Becca, you're not phenomenal.
Meat Canyon he's a Flash animator. You know,
Okay.
he just makes stupid cartoons, and they are grotesque. Mm-hmm. And you got to look up the one about pumpkin spice. We'll watch it during our break. It's fucking hilarious. Anyway, pumpkin spice. First of all, it's a misnomer. There's no pumpkin in pumpkin spice.
No,
It's the spice that goes into making pumpkin pie, and it's like star anise and nutmeg and cinnamon and whatever.
I told her that I think maybe a couple of years ago, and she said, "Don't ruin it for me. This is something I've been doing before I met you." And I'm like, I don't care.
I don't give a
think
shit.
it's
Ruin it
mainly
for her.
a female thing.
It's
Because
it's
I don't
basic
know-
white bitches. I mean,
I
that's-
don't know any guys that like the pumpkin spice anything.
I don't
Well,
know.
that's why
I don't know many women that like it. It's not as popular as people think. It's just the ones that do it by 9 a day.
Because that's what I was going to ask. Is I know you guys are coffee drinkers. Are you guys anything pumpkin spice?
No.
Pumpkin pie. That's it.
That's about as far as I go with pumpkin.
No.
But at the same time, do I even like pumpkin pie because I don't eat it plain? Pumpkin pie
pie
is a
with whipped
vessel
cream.
for Cool Whip.
That's
Yeah,
what I
cool.
started to laugh about. One year,
You
because
literally get a whole thing of Cool Whip. You slice one piece and you slap it in
on.
and eat the whole fucking thing.
every year I have a big gathering for my Thanksgiving, right?
Uh huh.
So every year I get the pumpkin pies, and I buy 3-4 things of Cool Whip.
Not enough.
Unfortunately,
Fortunately.
our group of people, we're not so much for the pie.
As much as you are the
I just
Cool
want
Whip.
Cool
It's the
Whip.
Cool Whip. So what was it? Maybe 2-3 years ago,
Everyone had their own Cool Whip.
my wife went to the store, and for everybody that was coming, she bought their own tub of Cool Whip. So everybody got their slice of pie and just put it in their own private thing of
That's
Cool
hilarious.
Whip. And you got to get the extra creamy.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Red Bull.
Always.
So I'm going to segue in a second into something that kind of brings up a debate that starts with this Cool Whip shit. But yeah, the other thing I like about Cool Whip is freezing it and eating it like ice cream because it's incredibly low calorie compared
yes.
to ice cream.
when it's half thawed, it's
It
the
has
best.
it has a really nice consistency. It tastes good, and it's like, you know, you can have a half a bowl of it for like 100 calories.
Well, when it's half frozen, it feels like it's creamier too.
So
I don't know why.
I feel like when it's frozen, it's more filling.
So that brings up what I was going to say though. So there's a couple food debates about like, okay, so you have Cool Whip and Ready Whip. Obviously, I'm a Cool Whip person.
I don't like Ready Whip.
It's too airy.
I think that's exactly what it is. It's
I think
there's
it's
no
fun shooting it in your mouth
texture.
from the can.
Yeah,
but
I'm sure
I mean,
you like
I've-
taking shots in the mouth, don't you, Tommy? Set
letting
yourself
the
right up.
white dripping down my chin.
Becca, I got Cool Whip.
But I prefer.
I
the
got
taste
Ready
of Cool
Whip on my nipples.
So I don't know why it's bringing this up in my head though, but some other debates because you said tub and it reminded me of this. First of all, in your household, what kind of butter or butter-like spread do you have?
Country Crock.
That is what my dad usually has.
That's
No,
what I
that's-
use for butter. And
There's a
then,
reason for it. It's not my preference.
We have been using it before Denise.
okay, so
No, I disagree.
No,
And-
yes, I remember being in the apartment before Denise was in the picture, still having Country Crock.
There may have been Country Crock, but that's not my preference.
Country Crock is garbage.
I use Country Crock usually for like my toast or if I'm like anything like that. But with when I'm doing cooking, it's stick butter. And I would prefer Kerrygold, but depending on what I'm cooking.
I mean, I don't care about the brand of butter
Yeah.
per se, but like it was just basically butter, vegetable spread. I can't believe.
Yeah.
And all these things came out because there was the movement of butter's unhealthy, and come to find out these vegetable spreads like Country Crock and are way worse for you. They are basically plastic and they line your fucking arteries, which is might be a part of the reason because this motherfucker would buy the 10-pound tub of Country Crock and use half of it for one loaf.
But see, on that subject, there's a reason why I don't keep actual butter in the house. If I have butter in the house, it's because she's going to make cookies or something like that. That's going to be using it, because if I put butter in my house, I will butter my butter. I mean, I am addicted to butter.
Baby, I'm going to butter your bread.
Yeah, I think my mom's blood type is margarine.
See, margarine, because margarine tends to be so watery. You know, when you try to, like, say you're making eggs and you want that butter flavor in there and you're throwing Country Crock in there. And I'm not bashing it because it's the only thing in my house, but the only reason that we have that nowadays is because Denise doesn't like butter.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have a strong butter taste like butter.
It sounds so stupid, but I know what he means. But it doesn't have a taste like butter does.
I want fish, but I don't want a fishy fish. It's just...
I know what you mean, but it just sounds so
But
stupid.
on that point, even when you say I don't want a fishy fish, I mean, there are fishy fish and there's fish. But if I had butter in the house, I mean, I could go. I'm the type of person that would go to a fair and I'd be perfectly fine doing deep fried butter.
Yeah.
It's a huge thing in Texas.
It
That just...
It doesn't sound good to me.
No, it doesn't.
I don't.
I'm not as fat as I am. I'm just not a big butter person. I don't dislike it, but...
Well, see me, I go to a restaurant, get one slice of bread, and that'd take me, like those little pats of butter they give you.
Yeah.
There's probably 4 to 6 on one slice of bread.
Literally, it would be like a whole fucking thing of butter for each bite.
Reminds me of that story of Chris Farley when each bite of steak, he uses one of those pats of butter. It needs a hat.
All right, so
Butter is good, though.
next one. Mayo and Miracle Whip.
Oh, I'm a mayo. I used to always be Hellman's, and then I found Duke's mayo.
I mean,
but
Duke's is the better.
Kewpie is really good, though.
It's not used for the same things though.
No.
It's a whole different flavor profile. But
I'm a Miracle Whip person.
so it really depends on the application. A burger and a sandwich, I want Miracle Whip.
I will say a sandwich with Miracle Whip sometimes is
Honey-
pretty good.
I
Honey
think-
ham and Miracle Whip, and that's all I need. That's my sandwich.
The tang
Even if I'm feeling
is good.
homely and want to do bologna and Miracle Whip is pretty stinking good every once in a while.
I don't use Miracle Whip on bologna. And actually, it brings up a funny point. I posted on, and we're gonna get into this in the next episode because I have this written down. But
Okay.
I posted on Facebook. I made a bologna sandwich the other day. Shelby brought home bologna. I'm like, ooh, I fucking go for that. So I've made a couple bologna sandwiches in the past week, and I got a text from our friend Mikey. You and your dad putting fucking ketchup on bologna sandwiches. I'm like, yeah,
I do.
it's a fucking flat hot dog. I get it.
I do the same thing.
I can use mustard. I prefer ketchup.
See, I don't like mustard on it. If I'm not using ketchup, it would be Miracle Whip.
See, I don't ever do mayo on a bologna sandwich. I'll do ketchup or honey mustard. Honey mustard on bologna is really good.
It depends on how I'm
Haven't done
making
that,
my
but,
sandwich. If I'm making just bread and bologna, it will be ketchup every single time. If I'm putting like lettuce and tomato on it, and if I do that, I'm always going to put chips on it too.
See, I never fancify my bologna sandwiches.
If I'm making I'm chopping up onions, finding lettuce. I never go halfway with my sandwiches.
See, with bologna, I
know.
can do it either way.
Can
none
you
of
tell
us
by
really
the look?
All right.
Okay, so on that subject, kind of, I have a question.
Sure.
Fish sticks. What do you use
I'm not a gay fish. I don't like fish.
with a fish stick?
South Park.
What do you put on your fish sticks?
The answer is
Zero.
tartar sauce.
If I were, it would be tartar sauce, but I
Denise,
don't.
if you're there, it's not fucking ketchup.
It's. I remember the first
I'll
time.
find you a divorce lawyer. Same one as Tommy. You guys get 2-for-1 deal.
The first time she
We'll go
pulled
see 'em
out
together.
the ketchup years ago when we were making fish sticks, and she pulled out the ketchup. I said, "We don't have any fries or anything."
Yeah.
No, it's for my fish. What? No, it's wrong.
You know, it goes to this. I think we've talked about this with Fridge, but like, I love ketchup. It is one of my favorite condiments, but like, ketchup doesn't belong on everything. Fish sticks, not one of them. Fridge uses fucking ketchup on pierogies. What the fuck is wrong with you?
No.
Sour
cream.
It's sour cream or sauerkraut. Those are your options.
I will say probably until about 10, 15 years ago, ketchup went on everything. I mean, I can't tell you everything. And now I've changed my palate a little bit, and I guess grown up a little bit and realized there's more than just ketchup out there.
I mean, my friend Victoria will order chicken tenders and ketchup. I'm like, dog.
Dude.
Like, there's so many better options.
I like the double dip of honey mustard barbecue. Do it with my chicken fingers.
No, I will say,
Mix.
this one got me. Probably 4 or 5 months ago, one of Shelby's kids, plate of nachos, ketchup.
Oh God.
What?
Did you have her checked out? Make sure everything was all right.
That one took me aback a little. I'm like, wow.
I used to do all my tacos dipping in ketchup.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm now.
Again, my buddy Gage, I seen him get Del Taco and put ketchup on his burrito. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Now it's only typically like if I go to Taco Bell and I get just like a plain hard taco, I'll dip that just in ketchup. But if it's anything
it's
like
Taco Bell, you could
Yeah.
put anything on. It's
Yeah.
not going to make it any worse.
But now if it's like a burrito, a fajita, ketchup typically don't go on.
Scott puts ranch on tacos sometimes. I'm like, what the fuck? Taco sauce, salsa, Catalina. I don't even
yeah.
care. That's even fine.
Catalina. I ain't even thought of that one.
I don't think Catalina would go good.
It's not as bad as you think because I've used it accidentally one time thinking it was Ortega. Anyway, I think we're about time to take our break, and then we'll try a couple snacks.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll be right back.
You love food, right? If you like food, big opinions, and crazy dudes with even bigger appetites, you're invited to be part of the family on Monday Night Meat and Potatoes. Join James, Fridge, and Tommy as they blind taste test the best and worst colas, barbecue sauce, peanut butters, everything, right down to those weird pickle-flavored snacks you see at the store, but you never buy because, we rank them, we review them, and we have a blast. And it's not just food. We talk movies, sports, personal stories, and whatever other madness is going on in the world. One thing's for sure, it's loud, fun, and funny. Come hang with us on Monday Night Meat and Potatoes. Find the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and Podbean.
Alrighty. What'd you think of Meat Canyon?
I thought it was pretty funny. I already sent it Becca.
He does a lot of weird ones. Like there was he did one with like a Bugs Bunny Elmer Fudd parody, and Disney like fucking sent him a cease and desist and said we own the rights to this now because he used our shit. So the joke is now that because Disney said they owned it, that storyline is canon of Disney, or not Disney, or maybe that is Disney. I don't know.
Warner Brothers?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I think it is Disney. I think didn't Walt Disney do the voices? I don't know. He also has like Ed, Ed and Eddie, and he does spoofs of that type. It's great. All right, so our food review for today's episode, we got some meat sticks that my dad brought over. So we're blind taste testing some meat products. I guess we'll just get right into it. I mean, they look like a Slim Jim-esque meat stick. The first one is fat. It's probably twice the thickness of a Slim Jim. You know, it used to be Tommy that you just heard breathing, but now it's my dad. So this one's definitely a very different texture and flavor profile than a Slim Jim.
Yeah. It's
This one here is more like a real meat.
I was gonna say it's just
There's something about this I don't like, though.
The aftertaste.
There's something very, very fake about this one. Which, I mean, let's be honest, this type of product, it doesn't feel like real meat half the time anyway.
Is it because it's so soft in the center compared to the hard casing on the outside?
It's not the texture that's bugging me, it's something flavor.
Not enough spice? Because usually when I eat meat sticks, there's some spice, and this is just kind of just more plain.
All I'm really getting is pepper.
I was just say just a little bit of pepper.
I don't like that one. Not gonna lie.
1 to 10, where would you put it?
5.
I was gonna say middle of the road. It's not terrible. It doesn't turn my stomach, but it's not like I'm, ooh, I need to go to the store and get those.
If it was sitting there and I was drinking,
Yeah.
I think I'd be okay with it. Yeah,
Num-
not my favorite.
Yeah. Number 2.
Well, let's see. What was number 1?
Don't tell us yet.
Okay.
All right, I won't tell you yet.
Number 2, I'm gonna put my guess out. This might be an actual Slim Jim.
Way better.
It's got a better flavor profile. There's some garlic in there. It's got the pepperiness. It's better, but then I don't like the casing as much. It's
Because you don't like that snap, like they say, snap to a Slim Jim.
This one's very leathery. This might not be a Slim Jim, actually. This might be an off-brand Slim Jim because the casing ain't right. Flavor profile, Slim Jimmy. Casing feels more leathery or chewy than a Slim Jim. But I haven't had a Slim Jim in so long, I don't know.
It's been a while since I've had a Slim Jim.
The taste is not overpowering. It doesn't leave a big lingering taste in your mouth.
I think number 3 is the Slim Jim. Now that I have it. Doesn't get none. The flavor isn't right. I don't know. It's been so long. Okay, so number 2, I'm giving a 6.5.
God. I was going to say 6.7. I'm like right at...
6.6.
So the third one, in my opinion, has the best flavor. The casing is more...
I think the flavor
Is
of
this like-
number 2 is better.
This is like a more of a smoky.
Yeah.
I like the third one.
It's
I
not...
don't know. I don't know. It's got a little barbecue in it or
It's
something.
not better, but like it's better. Mm-hmm. I'll give number 3 a 7.
I will tell you,
I hate you.
I'll tell you that these 3 are their original beef sticks.
Really?
It's not barbecue or anything like that. No red hot, nothing.
That third one's a lot greasier, though.
Yeah. It left a coating. Yeah, so 5, 6.5, 7, in that order. The third one's the best for me.
I'll go 7.5 on the third one because I did enjoy the third one the best.
And I'm going to put number 2 at a 7.5. Number 3, 6.
All right, so what do we eat?
Yeah, what do we ingest?
He doesn't remember. It's been 3 minutes and he forgot 3 things.
No, I remember.
So we have...
Anything Jack Links? Chomps.
So number 1 was Chomps.
Never even heard of it.
Becca loves them because they're high in protein.
I have never seen these. And this is what caught my eye last night. And it's like, oh, this would be great to try these out. So this is Chomps grass-fed and finished beef. All stick without the ick. 10
Yeah.
grams of protein, 100 calories per stick. Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
I'm not going over and going back to the store to buy more.
I would not pay for that because I guarantee that was probably more expensive, too.
It is.
It was the most expensive of the three.
I'm gonna guess $2.50, $3.
No, I think they're like 350, 369 a stick or something like that.
$2.79.
Okay.
So number 2 was Jack's Links.
Okay.
So I was right eventually as I went down the line. I got Slim Jim right.
Yes. Once again, it's their original. This is only 5 grams, but of course then it gets half of the size of the first one. But that was my favorite.
Jack Link's also, half of it's the fucking casing, and that there was something off about that one. I didn't like the casing.
And yes, you were right on number 3 was the Slim Jim, which I don't mind a Slim Jim, but I don't like that greasiness of them.
And
You know what I'm
if you
saying?
eat enough Slim Jims, you have a heart attack at 50 years old. That might have been the cocaine and steroids, but I'm just talking about Randy Savage.
I can't believe that third one was a Slim Jim, because I felt like it was a smoky barbecue flavor.
Yeah, no, that it hit me, and like that's the Slim Jim when I finally had it.
I think if I was blindfolded and I didn't know what they were, I would have been able to pick out the Slim Jim because it's unique. I mean, the texture, the casing on it, it is different from pretty much all of them. But is anything in here real?
You're going to have mechanically separated pork, probably.
Hey, it's got 6 grams of protein.
So it's got more than Jack Link's.
More than Jack, yeah. But yeah, number 1, no. I would never buy it. If it was there and I was drinking and it was on a table for a snack, I might have some. But I would not buy them again.
I don't think I'd pay out of pocket for any of those. I'd rather go with like a Hunter sausage for the same kind of price. You can get a 5-pack of Dearborn brand jalapeno cheddar Hunter sausages for like $5.
Well, see, I would rather have like jerky. I'll take jerky all day long over this stuff. But when I am, 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm in the mood for something very small, that would fit a bill.
You know what? I love jerky. Don't get me wrong. It's just the price is so astronomical now. It's not worth it. And the best jerky I've ever had in my life, which they still do sell it. I want to say up in like Richmond area, there's a paintball store or an airsoft store that they still sell the Amish guys jerky. But the Amish guys jerky from Gibraltar was just without a doubt the best. And it was like $7 a pound. They had like 12 flavors.
They haven't been open in 20 years.
Are your timelines are so fucked up. Gibraltar closed less than 10 years ago.
Look it up, Tommy.
I remember when Gibraltar closed. I was working at Open Dealer Exchange, so it would have been right around 10 years ago. Anyway.
So Gibraltar South closed about 5 years earlier.
The Taylor one was like 2 years before.
2 years?
Yeah. Anyway, the Jack Link's Slim Jim knockoff. I mean, what do they call it? Just a beef stick or?
They call it a snack stick.
Okay. The one thing I do like from Jack Link's though is that like jerky stick. You know what I'm talking about? Like the flat ridged.
Yes.
Oh, those things are like what, $2.79?
Yeah, they're about the same price,
yeah,
but
yeah.
Those actually are really good.
I think with that, 1, it's a whole lot drier. And 2, the texture wins.
Yeah,
every time.
It's like not full on jerky, but it's like.
Well, you got to remember, a beef stick is not to be confused with jerky.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
It's 2 different animals.
That's why I asked you,
a-
because I have some jerky for us to
Right.
try.
This
that.
is like a preserved sausage stick.
Right. No, I wouldn't even say that.
It's
It's just like a tube of preserves.
On the Gibraltar thing, Taylor closed in 14, and Mount Clemens closed in 17.
God damn, I love being right and proving my dad wrong.
They said that the Gibraltar Gun and Knife Show would still happen. I haven't.
Where?
That's why I'm
How old
asking.
is that article?
This is Wikipedia.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying that it says, according to CEO Bob Coaster, it says the Gun and Knife shows and the Gibraltar Rug and Furniture Store, that's in Warren will remain open and will still be operational.
And I think even that rug store is no longer Gibraltar. It's at 12 and DeQuinder. It's where Universal Mall used to be.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, there you have it. Meat sticks, pretty decent. So next week we got some snacks from Tommy. Mm-hmm. And then I think we're going to be taking a break and recommencing after Labor Day.
Yeah.
So next season we should have some cool guests hopefully coming on, and then we'll be doing probably nuggets and sliders to kick off our season, and then get into pizza reviews.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
That was voted on by our listeners.
Yeah. Pizza will be interesting because I don't care too much for pizza. So are we just going to stick with just pepperoni pizza, the kind of
I
standard?
think that's the only fair way.
Right.
Yeah, just the industry standard pepperoni pizza. And, maybe even we do like a half pepperoni, half cheese or something else,
Yeah.
Because you can always mix it up like that.
What about the places that have like cupped pepperoni?
See, if I'm eating pepperoni, I prefer the flat over the old school, the old style,
See, and
old world, whatever they call it.
I like the cupped. It's got
I
more bite to it.
I like the cupped, but I think if we're doing it for the review, we have to stay the traditional flat.
In the old
But
world,
there's some that don't have the.
no,
Well, then if
all
it-
of them we're reviewing will have it. But the old world, it's just they pool up with grease and it's heartburn city, and it's just
That's awesome.
I'm with you, Tom.
There's a video that I've seen. I think it's in New York, New Jersey. It's one of those type of pizza areas, and this restaurant they put literally like a pound of pepperoni on a large, and then after it cooks, they take all the grease out and they fill a squirt bottle, like halfway with pepperoni grease and the rest with ranch, and mix it up and then use that as a topping. I'm like, ugh. And I love ranch. I'm like, that's too fucking much.
See, and I like ranch on my crust, but I've seen people that dip their pizza in the ranch. I am not that kind of person, but it's not bad on the crust.
If I'm eating pizza, like I'm at a party and that's all that there is, I will use ranch, and I think ranch goes best on a Supreme.
How do you guys feel about pineapple on a pizza?
If I'm eating it, ham and pineapple is one of the ways to go for me.
See, I love pineapple on a pizza. I don't think it's...
Anyone that says pineapple doesn't go on pizza is an immature prick, and they can go fuck themselves.
Okay.
Grow up your palate. It's fine.
Try
It's
new things.
Sweet and savory.
Even if I don't like some, I'm always willing to try something new.
Like when we were talking
Haggis
before
and
the
nattu
show.
and balut.
When we were talking before the show, we were talking about when you grill pineapples.
Yeah.
I mean, it's phenomenal. It is so good. There's just something about it. I think when you're cooking up them sugars, it's just so good.
I like pineapple on pizza.
I'm a big fan of it myself.
And you know what? I never make fun of somebody, or if they like some, I always make fun of Becca. Like, of course, you got to pick the one thing on the menu that is, to me, the worst thing on the menu. She's always got the opposite palate of me. I don't understand. And her taste in music. Like, if there is 40 songs on a list, the one that I hate the most, that's my favorite song. It's like that's how we are, and that I don't understand. But I don't make fun of her for what she eats, and I'm just not like that, because what I think is enjoyable, like Hostess donuts, somebody else will think are garbage, and so I've never been like that. So if someone say, "Oh, it don't belong on a pizza," well, you know what? I don't think ranch belongs on a pizza, but I don't hate people who do it.
It all comes down to, I'm going to make fun of you, but it's your food. Eat what the fuck you want.
Exactly. I'll make fun of you, but I'm not going to.
Here's the thing. Now, you said something that triggered something in my brain. You said Hostess donuts.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Favorite.
Mini chocolate donuts.
You weren't here for that, were you?
No, it was not.
He gave it a 10 out of 10 when we reviewed
we
them.
tried frosted donuts, and I said, if I were as a mini donut, those were a 10 out of a 10.
As a mini, there's only like 2 fucking brands.
So, do you either of you like the nutty ones?
But I will say
That's
this.
my favorite.
Bill
That was only
Knapp's.
like our second review. I was still getting my footing on how to review food.
You don't
as
need
well.
to get your footing to know that 10 out of 10 means a perfect food, Thomas.
I thought that was That is a perfect mini chocolate donut.
No, it's not.
me.
Fucking wax coating fucking Play-Doh.
Tommy, I have to disagree with you.
Everyone in the world disagrees with him. I get text messages about it that he's fucking stupid for that one.
I think with the Hostess, I gotta go in the minis. I gotta go with that nutty one.
I don't want the Hostess. I want Bill Knapp's Dunkin' Sticks at that point.
Oh, I'm not saying they're the donut I would go after, but put the chocolate mini or the nutty one in front of me. I know which one I'm grabbing.
I'd even take powdered sugar over it.
Those powdered sugar are pretty good too, though.
All right.
I haven't had one since that review.
Good. Don't ever eat them again. All right, I think that wraps it up for this week. Thanks for joining us on Monday Night Meat and Potatoes. I'm James.
I'm Tommy.
I'm Jeff.
See you next week.
This has been Monday Night Meat and Potatoes. We have big opinions and even bigger appetites. Everyone loves food, but not like us. And everyone has an opinion, but not like us. Look, it's three foodies sitting around talking food, movies, sports, personal stories, and whatever the hell else we want to talk about. And we have fun. We hope you did too. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. We'll be back soon, but in the meantime, hit us up on Facebook and Instagram at Monday Night Meat and Potatoes, on X and TikTok at Monday Night MP. See you next time on Monday Night Meat and Potatoes.